This message is transmitted at the request of the Manatee County Sheriff's Office. At approximately 10:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 maximum security inmates and 1 solitary confinement inmate escaped the Manatee County Jail in Bradenton, Florida. These inmates are considered to be extremely dangerous, as a majority were arrested for murder or crimes similar. It is currently unknown what their intentions are. We urge all Manatee County citizens to lock their windows and doors, and ensure all family members are inside. Do not answer your door for anyone, unless you know them. Once again, it is unknown what the intentions of these escaped inmates are. However, they are considered to be extremely dangerous. These escaped inmates include Justin Brown, who was in maximum security for triple homicide and arson. Brown is 6 feet, 7 inches tall, covered in tattoos, with blonde hair and blue eyes. Michael Joseph, who was in maximum security for child abduction and molestation. Joseph is 5 feet, 11 inches tall, with black hair and dark brown eyes. The other inmates are yet to be identified. When their identity is discovered, another message will be transmitted with information. If you see either of these inmates, do not approach them. Get away from them and dial 911 immediately. We interrupt this program because of a local emergency. Important information will follow. This message is transmitted at the request of the Manatee County Sheriff's Office. At approximately 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the identity of 2 more of the escaped inmates, who escaped the Manatee County Jail last hour, were discovered. These inmates are Lepo Williams, who was a solitary confinement inmate for murdering his entire family and attempting to bring a weapon onto a school campus in Kentucky. Williams is a black male, 6 feet tall, with long black curly hair and dark brown eyes. John Robertson, who was a maximum security inmate for 16 separate hate crimes ranging from lynching to arson. Robertson is 5 feet tall. He is a white male, with long, blonde hair and blue eyes. Of all the escaped inmates, he is considered to be the most dangerous. All of these inmates are still dangerous, and their intentions are all unknown. According to the Sheriff's Office, the inmates were all connected inside of the prison, as they often interacted during free times. They are believed to have a plan, but once again it is unknown. If you see any of these inmates, dial 911 immediately, and flee the area as soon as possible. More information will be transmitted shortly as it is received. Please lock your doors and windows, do not answer it, and ensure all of your family members are inside. Civil danger warning for the entire state of Florida. We interrupt this program because of a state emergency. Important information will follow. This message is transmitted at the request of the Florida National Guard and the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. At 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, approximately 214 inmates all across the state have escaped their individual facilities. These inmates are confirmed to be in connection with the original 4 inmates who escaped from Manatee County's jail at 10 o'clock this morning. In addition, the plans of the said 4 inmates were discovered and are currently being carried out. Their plan is as follows: kill off any child found, invade as many schools as possible, and kill as many people as possible, attack the elderly, and attack pregnant women. This has been reported to be occurring as a result of the escaped inmates in the following cities in Florida: St. Port Lucie, St. Augustine, Miami, Key West, Marathon, Lakeland, Orlando, Tallahassee, Okeechobee, Jacksonville, Siesta Key, Boca Raton, Fort Lauderdale, Naples, Seminole, Destin, Gainesville, Hollywood, Palmetto, Brandon, Lakewood Ranch, Sarasota, Bowling Green, Waimama, Ocala, and West Palm Beach. All schools in the state are currently on lockdown, and local authorities are being dispatched to secure all campuses. Parents are urged to not panic. Do not attempt to get your children out of school, as it will only make the situation worse, and put both of your lives in danger. Remain in your home, lock all doors and windows, and do not answer your door, no matter who is outside. Close all curtains and blinds, and do not look out them. If you do any of this, it may result in certain death. As more information arrives, it will be transmitted on this station. This station will be discontinuing programming. Do not use your telephone. All telephones should be kept open for emergency use. We interrupt our programming at the request of the White House. This is the emergency alert system. All normal programming has been discontinued during this emergency. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air providing news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is WTVT-TV 13. We will continue to serve the Tampa Bay area. If you are not in this local area, you should tune to stations providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Tampa Bay area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone line should be kept open for emergency use. At 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it was reported that the 214 escaped inmates from Florida have pledged their loyalty to ISIS. As a result, well over 7.8 million people have been killed in numerous explosions all over the United States. This is an attack warning. Repeat, this is an attack warning. Attack warning means that an actual attack against this country has been detected, and that protective action should be taken. Important instructions will follow in 30 seconds. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air providing news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is WTVT-TV 13. We will continue to serve the Tampa Bay area. If you are not in this local area, you should tune to stations providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Tampa Bay area. We interrupt our regularly scheduled programming. This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air providing news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is WTVT-TV 13. We will continue to serve the Tampa Bay area. If you are not in this local area, you should tune to stations providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Tampa Bay area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone line should be kept open for emergency use. This message is transmitted at the request of the United States Office of Civil Defense and the North American Aerospace Defense Command. At 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the North American Aerospace Defense Command detected the launch of 5 intercontinental ballistic missiles toward the United States. These missiles are expected to impact within the next 2 to 3.5 hours. The following areas are expected to be impacted within this time: New York City, New York, Los Angeles, California, Chicago, Illinois, Houston, Texas, and Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. All residents within a 400-mile radius of these areas should seek a fallout shelter immediately. Fallout is a product of nuclear attacks. Prolonged exposure to fallout will result in certain death. Fallout spreads across large areas approximately 1 minute after impact. If you cannot find a fallout shelter in your area, local authorities will lead you to one. Take a battery-powered radio and other essential supplies with you to the fallout shelter. Tune to 70 AM on your radio for emergency information while in the fallout shelter. Sheltering in place is not advised, as your survival cannot be ensured in that scenario. President Trump will be speaking on all television and radio stations shortly. All television and radio stations in the United States will now cease their regular programming to carry this special message from the President and to report on the news of this incident.
Please stay tuned for a message from the President of the United States.
My fellow Americans, we are currently in a very dark day. We all knew it would come soon, as it's been threatening us for a long time. Nuclear war, it wasn't North Korea, it was ISIS. They think that they will make us weak. Well, they are very wrong. We will survive. We will come back stronger than ever. We will fight, and we will crush the Islamic State. We will see victory. Thank you. God bless you all, and God bless America.
That was a message from the President of the United States. This concludes operations under the
Attack in progress. Attack in progress. Attack in progress.